this thing on? Ah, there we go, it's recording. So here we are, we're down here in Perdido Cove now in Pensacola, Florida. And I have to say, I'm liking what I'm seeing. So yesterday we packed up from around Pensacola, Florida, and drove over here. It was a little over about, I don't know, 4.5 hours, I suppose. We're coming down here to Pensacola basically because we needed someplace to go between there and New Orleans. So we got a week-long stay in New Orleans coming up, but we didn't know where we were going between Cabela and New Orleans, and so we just looked at the map and went, ooh, look, Pensacola looks nice. And so we picked Pensacola just because it seems like there's a lot of national parks and state parks around here, so we can go walking and bike riding and all that kind of stuff, and hopefully not have to be in the car very long. One of the problems we had at our last place was there's a lot of beautiful stuff around there, a lot of beautiful beaches, a lot of beautiful trails. The problem is you had to drive half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour to get anywhere, and commuting while doing something like this kind of sucks. You already drove to get there. You don't want to have to drive and drive and drive and drive and drive the rest of the time. So we decided to come down here, and so far it looks nice. We got here yesterday, and this is absolutely beautiful. This is just like the perfect weather. Right now it's about 75 degrees. There's a nice 10-15 mile per hour wind, so it's nice, it's sunny, it's warm, and it's breezy. It just feels really good. And the other thing that I noticed around here, I don't know what it is, and I don't know if it's my eyes playing tricks on me, but when I look around, things seem much clearer and much more like colors really seem to snap here in ways that they haven't in other places. I don't know whether that's humidity, I don't know if that's air quality or something, but we were walking around last night and I really noticed it with the neon signs. The neon signs down here, there's just something about them that looks, it's more like more real than real. So very, very curious thing. So it's our first day here, don't really know how it's gonna go, but overall, so far, like I said, I like the RV park here. It's a small little RV park, it's right on the water, so they've got a nice little beach here and you can sit and suntan. They've got a pool, they've got a nice little bathhouse. The only thing that really seems to suck horribly is the internet access. So I'm trying to upload a video right now and it says 45,000 minutes. Not 450 minutes, not 4,500 minutes, 45,000 minutes. So yeah, if it's like 1,500 minutes in a day about, that means it would take, I don't know, 30 days to upload one video. So that's the only thing that is going to be abysmal if that doesn't get fixed. But otherwise, it is really, this is just a beautiful little place down here. So I'll tell you how it goes after I've been here a little while. So we're gonna be here 8 days total. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know, in like 3 or 4 days, I might be like, oh, it sucks, oh, it's so horrible. Right now it feels good. And this is the kind of weather I was really hoping for, because again, we have such a small travel trailer that when you have to get stuck in the travel trailer, it really kind of sucks. What's nice here is all the way into the night, it was 70 degrees, so I was able to sit outside last night, just sit there with my water, with my dinner or whatever else, reading my Kindle, and it was great. So you could just be outside till 8 or 9 o'clock reading the Kindle, and so that way it doesn't feel like you're trapped in that little travel trailer. Because I know a lot of you guys are looking at that little travel trailer and you're like, I don't know how you stand it by yourself, much less with a wife and a corgi. But that's the whole point. You're not really supposed to live in the travel trailer. You're supposed to sleep and take a crap and take a shower in the travel trailer and fix your food. You're supposed to be living out here. And so with this kind of weather, I can in fact do that. So that's a very good thing. Now, one of the lessons to learn, little RV tips of the day is, so my wife, so we have this thing where I drive the travel trailer and then she books the reservations. And so it was funny because yesterday, or when she booked the reservations for this place, she told me, Eli, it's great. They had pull-through spots and back-in slots available, so I got us the pull-through slot. And I looked at her, I was like, why didn't you get us the pull-through slot? She said, well, it'll be easier. And I was like, yeah, but you do know it's a lot more expensive, right? And so this is something to think about whenever if you're going to be doing an RV or travel trailer trip, is that there's generally 3 tiers of prices when you come here to these RV resorts. There's the premium tier price, and that's for like for here, where the RVs that look directly out onto the water, so like a water view price. And so those are generally $10 to $20 more expensive than the pull-through price. So what a pull-through means is basically you can just drive into your spot. So you don't really have to do any backing up or any of that. You can just pull into your spot and equip everything. And so you have the premium price here, and then you have the pull-through price here, and then you have what's called the back-end price. And so for back-end spots, back-end is where you actually have to back in, which is a lot more of a pain in the ass. But as I showed her with this particular RV resort, it is $14 per day difference between a pull-through spot and a back-end spot. So again, I'm not shy about spending money when I need to. So if we were just coming through here for a night, for like one night, I would probably pay, I would be willing to pay for a pull-through slot, because what the hell, it's an extra 14 bucks, it just makes my life easier. We can pull in, we can set everything up in the morning, we pull everything off and we go, right? No big deal. But we're gonna be here 7 nights or 8 nights or whatever it's gonna be. So that $14 per night then comes to, what is that, like $120 or $110, $120 for the entire time we're here. And that's where I looked at my wife and I said, you know, for $120, I would have been happy to spend half an hour backing into a spot. I was like, yes. So just keep that in mind whenever you're coming to these locations. When they say, do you want to pull through or do you want a back-end spot? You care about the price. If you care about the price, say back-end spot. Because the back-end spots aren't bad. It's not like the back-end spots are horrible and pull-through spots are great. It's just the back-end spots are back-in. And a lot of people don't want to back in. A lot of these older folks don't want to back in, right? And so they pay, $14 per night more simply so you can drive into the spot. That is one thing just to keep in mind. Now, the other thing that was exciting that happened yesterday before we left the Ho-Hum RV Resort is I was spotted in the wild for the first time because of failed normal. That was exciting. So before we were leaving, we were packing everything up and we were equipping everything. And this man and woman were walking by and they looked at the car and then they looked at the RV, our travel trailer, and she said, "Do you know my daughter?" And I looked at her. I was like, "I don't know. Where's your daughter from?" "Tallahassee." "No, I definitely don't know your daughter then. I don't know anybody from Tallahassee." She said, "You know, they were telling me about somebody like with a Ford Escape, with a travel trailer like you, that was coming to Ho-Hum." I was like, "Oh, she's probably following me on YouTube." She said, "Oh yeah, she watches YouTube all the time. She must be following you on YouTube." So yesterday, very exciting, less than 3 weeks on the trip, and already I'm getting spotted in the wild. People go, "Oh, is that the travel guy?" That's kind of weird. I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's kind of cool and weird. Like for me personally, it's cool from a geek perspective. Again, being a geek, I really like numbers, I really like metrics, I really like quantifiable things. And so when people come up to me in completely random places and go, "I know who you are," that is a quantifiable thing. That is something I can look at and go, wow, somebody in a completely random place knows who I am. That means my popularity is spreading. So from the geek perspective, I'm very happy when people spot me in the wild. From the personal perspective, I'm always so sheepish. So I don't know what the hell to tell anybody. I'm like, yeah, hi, yeah, I do a YouTube channel. Can you go away now? If you want to talk, I'll be more than happy to talk to you through a camera. But yeah, in real life, just go away. Fist bump, please. There we go. Fist bump. There we go. Go away. So, but that was interesting. That was interesting. Just to show you guys that yes, in fact, when you do something like YouTube channels, people in the real world will notice who you are. Wah, wah, wah. So that's it. That's about all I have to say for today. Again, I don't know how many videos I will be putting up while I'm here, because I'm already like 4 videos behind. Now I think with this one, it'll be 5 videos behind. And the video that I'm trying to upload is 45,000 minutes. So, yeah. This whole adventure may be one of those things you don't necessarily want to follow live. You may just want to sit down and once a week watch my videos, because yeah, uploading these videos is becoming a bit more difficult than I thought. And this is the 1080p video. This is not the 4K video, right? Because I was doing 4K videos, which were 14 gigs in size, and I realized that was just too big to be able to upload easily. So now I've cut down to the 1080p video, and the video I'm trying to upload right now, I think is 3 gigs in size. Should be no problem. It should take a little while, maybe 10 hours on a bandwidth like this, but shouldn't be any big deal. Yeah, 45,000 minutes later. Anyways, I may have to go. Again, it's one of those things, you know, figuring things out as you go on these trips. there's companies like Regis. I don't know if you guys have heard of Regis or not, but there's companies, Regis, and there's some other ones out there where you can rent office space by the day, by the week, by the month. And so on this trip, what I may end up having to do is every once in a while, literally rent an office space for 50 bucks a day, just so I can sit there and upload these videos. That may end up at the end of the day being the only way I can really get this done easily. Because yeah, internet access in some of these places is abysmal. Abysmal. It's beautiful though, it's beautiful. We just don't get any internet. Anyways, with that, see you guys tomorrow.